Naeem Hines is your offensive player of the week for week 18 team of the week. We're not going to get a double team of the week. It is just week 18. So the normal 4 champions and 2 LTDs. Content schedule for this week is a little bit interesting though. AKA the new class, which of course dropped today, team of the week 18. But then you see playoff past and present, not playoff divisional round, which the last week we had playoff wild card. So maybe it's a little bit different playoff content than expected, but we'll have to wait and see. Schedule wise, I'm actually layered out. We have the end of January going into early February. You can see playoff promo, Super Bowl promo, team of the year, just kind of lined out of when those dates are. Now, an interesting question is, when are we getting weekly wildcards? Because we know those are coming. We know those are on the way for Season 3. We just don't know exactly when. I have weekly wildcards being a Tuesday release, kind of replacing that Team of the Week content drop, because I think they would have just named it Wildcard Wednesdays if it was going to be on a Wednesday. Kicking things off with the AKA new class promo, we got a curveball this morning being an unlimited reroll 88 plus for 12,000 training. You pull 88 overalls, 93 overalls, and 96 overall AKA players. This definitely is going to throw a wrench in our AKA investing, but overall we always want to see new rerolls get added to the game, make for a training demand. We'll talk about the trading market all that there is. Now, set wise, it's pretty simple. It's going to require 5 of those 93 overall AKA players, with one of them being the specific AKA player you actually are doing the set for. Investing wise, how is this going to affect us? Well, investing in AKA cards on Monday is essentially dead. Mondays now are actually going to become the most expensive days for the AKA content. Maybe we buy them later in the week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But yes, we weren't going to be investing in these cards either way on the first week. But yeah, 93 overall AKA investing is officially dead. Moving on though to Team of the Week. And Team of the Week investing more specifically, this is going to be the last opportunity you can do this. Hopefully we get some really good legend champions. But 92, 93s, and I'm going to go down, scroll down to Marcus Lattimore, as well as like Austin Eckler, some other players. These 93 overall Team of the Weeks last week were an interesting dilemma because they were going for around 130k last week, and I just said I was originally going to buy them, but they were 130 for 93s. I said, I'll pass. I think that is a little bit too expensive. Turns out they were amazing investments, starting at 130 and just 2 days later shot up to all the way at around 180k. It definitely helped that they were involved in the Austin Eckler set. But either way, Jarrell Revis, Terrell Suggs, and George Kittle shot up away in price. So, what does this mean? As long as these new 93 overall Team of the Week cards come out for the new sets, as long as they're under, I'd say 130k, I am going to be buying them. Unless the set champions are just absolutely awful, which I don't think they will be, I will be 100% buying the 93 AKA set guys for this week. Next up on the agenda, we've got playoff promo prepping. I would say the 93 overalls and the entire market, as you guys are probably aware, is definitely up. These 93 overalls that are now 80k were around 65k to 60k yesterday. So if you have them, and we'll get into it, it's a selling day. But there is something to talk about, because I do think these cards go down to 70k and 65k, maybe 60k over the next 2 days. Now, one thing is we don't have a 100% guarantee that these cards will be used in the new 96. We'll still have one more week of 96 playoff champions. We don't know exactly if they're going to be used in the new sets we get on Thursday, but there's a good chance because they're going to stay 96s. The only thing that kind of puzzles me is, past and present. Maybe they go with 94 overall heroes, but I think either way, if you have the opportunity in the next 72 hours to buy 93 overall playoff guys at 65k or under, you're doing the set for what, 320k, and I'm sure the new 96 champions on Thursday will be going for somewhere in the mid 300s, and you could get some free training out of it. You get 40k training back from the 93 BND. So if you see those cards under 65k, they're a buy. All right, finally hopping into the training market. Again, go through what each of the overalls are lazy selling for, because the market is up, and up. 96 overalls going for around 300,000 coins. If you are not aware, I'm just going to put it out there. Today is a sell day. You should be trying to sell as much training as humanly possible. You'll notice my coins in the top right at 65 mil. We were at 10 mil this past Thursday morning, all the way back to 65, and that is because I have been selling 94 overalls, 135k, 95 overalls at around 200k. Those are up a little bit, but the biggest movers, right? The biggest movers, and this is why I always emphasize investing in even overalls, because they move the most. 92 overalls up to 69,000 coins. Well, 93 overalls are up, but they're only at around 88k, whereas 92s are going for what, the mid threes. That's what you would be selling at. So great numbers there. Even 90 overalls, right? 90 overalls, you would have been investing in these for team diamonds, not necessarily training, sorry. They're going to be going for 31 and 32k, which is very, very expensive. So the training market is up and you should be selling. Taking a closer look though at my auctions and at my bids, I'm going to kind of recap the last week or so on the training market. You'll notice I only have 69 bids placed in the last 48 hours. I have not been buying training. I am not buying training today. We'll talk about when we're buying training, but auction wise, I have been trying to sell as many cards as possible, emphasizing 94 overalls and 92s. But now just recapping and talking about last week, talking about this week moving forward. It was a perfect storm of buying training, right? We were buying training last week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, when it was in the super low twos. And then for the past 5 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and now even Monday, we have been selling training. Try to tell you, I think I mentioned it on my video on Thursday. I know I didn't have a video out on Saturday. I tried to get one out, but I was just watching NFL football. Didn't really have the time to make a video, but you should have been selling training for the past 5 days, and it's why my coins are up to 65 million, and I expect it to get up to probably in the mid 70s by the end of the night. But it is a perfect scenario because I think once again, we can buy training in the low twos on Tuesday and Wednesday. One thing to mention for Team of the Week solos, this 90 overall, and it's a sellable card, it's not BND, 90 overall plus champion fantasy pack becomes available to anybody who has played all the Team of the Week solos. That becomes available tomorrow, so I'm sure the Team of the Week market is going to be in the gutter. Hopefully the 92, 93, 94s are spitting out in those packs, or in that pack. Hopefully it's not just 90s and 91s. We'll have to wait and see, so make sure you get on your solo so you get that pack, as well as all of the Team of the Year tokens, which I'm sure we will be getting. And Team of the Year promo should be next Tuesday, a week after Team of the Week. That's when it always is. But yes, just to recap, like what you should be doing, sell as many cards as possible at these lazy sell fillers for 92 overalls, 94 overalls, even 93s, 91s, and 90 overalls. And then for the next 2 days on Tuesday and Wednesday, we are going to be trying to buy training, and still you want to be patient. Try to buy training in the low twos. Do we get the TVP on Thursday? I don't really know. We don't really need the TVP anymore. There's enough training demand on a per week basis, right? We know we're going to get training demand on Thursday and Friday, and now we know we're going to get training demand on Monday, and we might even get it on Tuesday and Wednesday when weekly wildcards come into the game. So if you're down bad, you feel like we need TVPs to come back to actually make profit off of training and training investments, that's just not true. We have made a killing this past week just by buying on the cheap days and selling on the expensive days, and that's going to continue, I think, for the next few weeks until they probably eventually bring back the TVP, and then training will be locked at whatever that number is. But that's all for this video. Comment if you have any questions, like if you've enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, peace.